अस्तु, नमस्ते, शुभमध्याह्नः। पुनः चतुर्थपाठस्य पठनं यथा कालावकाशः भवति तथा अग्रे सरामः। प्रायः समाप्तुं शक्यते वा इति वा पश्यामः। तु वयं कुत्र आसन्? सुभाषितं कृतवन्तः। तदनन्तरं धातोः रूपाणि पदसङ्ग्रहाणां मध्ये धातोः रूपाणि केचन नूतनधातूनां स्थापनमस्ति अस्मिन्। तु किञ्चित् शीघ्रतया एतदपि पश्यामः। अहं किं करोमि, प्रभावती बालिका वर्ये, आम्, कृपया श्रूयते वा? Lot of noise. 1 minute, just hold on. तो अंजना प्रभु श्रूयते वा? अंजना प्रभु भगिनी, अंजना प्रभु न। सत्यादेवी,
महोदय,
कृपया प्रथम पदसंग्रहे प्रथमधातुरूपाणां पठनम् एकवारं एकैकशः करोतु।
पदसंग्रह स्था टू स्टैंड, तिष्ठति, स्थीयते, स्थास्यति, स्थातव्यं, स्थानीयं।
अत्र डोंट ब्रेक, स्थानीयम् इति
ओके सर, ओके। स्थानीयं, स्थितः, स्थिता, स्थितं, स्थितवान्, स्थितवती, तिष्ठन्, तिष्ठन्ति, स्थित्वा, आस्थाय, प्रस्थाय, having started.
That's a different form. Yeah, prasthaya.
स्थाय, स्थातुं,
स्थातुं, धन्यवादः। तो भगिनी पठितवती। अत्र एकैकशः एकस्य स्थाधातोः रूपाणाम् अर्थमपि जानीमः। रूपं कस्य अस्ति, लट्लकारस्य वा किम् इति किञ्चित् पठामः, किञ्चित् जानीमः। तिष्ठति, स्था धातोः नाम अस्ति तिष्ठति, स्था इति, परन्तु रूपमस्ति यत् तिष्ठ इति। बहु परिवर्तनम् अभवत् किल। तो केचन धातूनाम् एवं रूपपरिवर्तनं बहु भवति। ओके, तद् नार्मल् एव। अत्र तिष्ठ इति आगच्छति। तो तिष्ठति इति लट्लकारस्य प्रथम एकवचन, प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं, प्रथमा इति न वक्तव्यं, प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं। तो अत्र वर्तमानकाले, सो रामः तिष्ठति, सीता तिष्ठति, सः तिष्ठति, एवं भवति। अस्तु वा? तो तदनन्तरं स्थीयते इति कर्मणि प्रयोगः, न एतत् आत्मनेपदी रूपं। डोंट कंफ्यूज दिस विथ आत्मने वंदते फॉर्म। This one is actually looks like a atmane tail, but it is actually a karmani conversion of the lat. Okay, so the lat is tishtati and karmani conversion of the same tishtati is thiyate. Okay, so now how will the sentence change? Here left side it was Ramah tishtati, Rama stands, like our Rama is here. Okay, so our western Rama. So here Ramena sthiyate, by Rama it is stood. Okay, Ramena sthiyate iti bhavati. 1 minute, let me mute because some crosstalk is coming. Yeah, so Ramena sthiyate iti bhavati. Okay, so tritiya kartru will go to tritiya vibhakti, but it remains, the kartru remains Rama. It's not as if kartru is always in prathama. As you know, kartari he is in prathama, he or she is in prathama. In karmani he or she or it moves to tritiya vibhakti. Ramena sthiyate. And look at this thadatu. This thadatu or the tishtati, these forms, they cannot have a karma padam. Okay, you cannot say for the action of standing up or getting up, etc. There is a karma, because the subject himself is kind of the object of the action. Okay, in some places where the subject himself is the object of the action, there is no distinct object identified. So Ramena stiyate, Ramah tishtati, tadeva. तो रामः वृक्षं तिष्ठति, रामः बेङ्गळूरं तिष्ठति, एतद् न भवति. तो तत्तु यदि सः बेङ्गळूरुनगरे तिष्ठति तर्हि तद् बेङ्गळूरुनगरं सप्तम्यां भवति. बेङ्गळूरुनगरे तिष्ठति, गृहे तिष्ठति इति तत्तु न कर्मपदं, तत्तु केवलं स्थानं. तो अतः एतादृशानां धातूनाम् अकर्मकधातु, क्रियापदानि अकर्मकः इति धातूनां नामधेयः अकर्मकः इति. सकर्मकः अकर्मकः इति धातूनां विभजनं भवति. गच्छति इत्यस्य गमनकार्ये तु कर्मपद भवति एव. शालां गच्छति, पठति, पुस्तकं पठति, तत्र कर्मपदमस्ति. तो अत्र तिष्ठति, उत्तिष्ठति, उपविशति, एतेषु कर्मपदं नास्ति. परन्तु क्षाल् धातुः तु तत्र क्षालनकार्यं तु वस्त्रस्य भवेत्. तत्र वस्त्रं क्षालयति इति कर्मपदं भविष्यति. तत्र लिखति, लेखने तु किमपि लेखनं लेखने किमपि स्यात्. पत्रं लेखति, पुस्तकं लिखति, सारी नाट् लेखति, लिखति, एवं स्यात् किल. तो तर्हि तदपि सकर्मकः. सो क्षाल् लिक् एते सकर्मकः, परन्तु स्था इति अकर्मकः. अस्तु, सो स्थीयते इत्यत्र कर्मणि प्रयोगः तद् दृष्टम् अस्माभिः. स्थास्यति इत्यत्र फ्यूचर टेंस. ओके, भविष्यत् काल. ओके, तिष्ठति, स्थास्यति. तो स्वः गृहे, स्वगृहे एव स्थास्यति. सीता स्वगृहे एव स्थास्यति. आगामि संवत्सरे सा अत्र एव स्थास्यति. एवमेवं भविष्यत् कालस्य रूपं. तदनन्तरं स्थातव्यं, स्थानीयम् इति एतत् तव्यत् एवं अनीयर् रूपाणि, कृदन्तरूपाणि. अत्र किं किम् अर्थं बोधयति कृदन्ताः इति एतानां नामधेयः. तु स्थातव्यं, शुड् बि स्टेड्. अग्रिमसंवत्सरमपि सीता अत्र एव स्थातव्यं. सीतया एक्चुअली कर्मणि प्रयोगः भविष्यति. सीतया अत्र एव स्थातव्यं, लैक् दट्. ओके, स स्थानीयं, लैक् दट्. ओके, and stitha, stita, stitam is the kta prayoga. It's a different type of krudanta. Okay, so here again it's karmani. So ramena stitaha, sitaya stitaha. So by Sita it was stood up. Again, though we call it karmani, okay, there is no place that can be stitaha. So the stitaha and stita can be only used in the exception cases where you're using kartari prayoga. Okay, so if you use ramena, you have to forcibly use stitam, because Rama is not the karma pada. So ramena stitam. So when there is a akarmaka kriya pada and you are using the kta pratyaya like this, okay, then you have to use the napumsakalinga form because karma pada is absent. So stitam, ramena stitam, that's it. But we know, like Bhagini also shared on the WhatsApp, this stitaha, stita forms are also allowed, though it is a akarmaka dhatu, but that is because we are using it in kartari prayoga. Ramaha stitaha, that form. Perhaps this dhatu is allowed, and that's why those forms exist, perhaps. Okay, so when the karma pada is missing for a dhatu and we use the karmani form, right? When the karma pada is missing, what does karmani mean? Because there is no karma pada, what then is karmani? Basically, it's an imagined napumsakalinga karma pada. That one is given a new name in Sanskritam called bhave prayoga. It is a karmani prayoga only technically. It is under the set of karmani prayoga. But because there is no actual karma pada possible, we imagine a neutral gender karma pada and in that, assuming that we associate the Kriya Pada with some neutral gender Karma Pada and we use the form Sthitam like that. Okay. So that is the thing I wanted to tell as a special point about this dhatu, because it is a akarmaka dhatu. So then Sthitavan, Sthitavati. So Ramaha Sthitavan, Sita Sthitavati, these forms. Okay. Then Tishtan, Tishtanti is a Shatru Prayoga, right? So in this case, because this is a Parasmaipadi dhatu, the Shatru Prayoga. If it was Atmanepadi, it will be Shanach Prayoga. This, what is this Shatru Shanach Prayoga? This allows us to place this verb in the continuous mode. Okay. So as standing like that. Okay. Ramaha Tishtan Pustakam Patati. Rama standing, while standing, book he reads. So similarly, if it is Sita, then you switch to Tishtanti forms. Okay. So this one. Then Sthitva Asthaya. This is a little tough form because the brain will not drag the A normally. So Sthitva is easier. Let us stay with the non-upasarga yukta. So this is Ktvanta and this is Lyabanta, we call it. Tvantas and Lyabantas. Lyap antas, Lyabantas. Ktva antas, Ktvantas. Okay. There is a kakara there which is almost inaudible. Ktva, Ktva, like that. Okay. Sthitva. Okay. And that k may be elided, so that's why tva only is visible. Anyway, sthitva, here having stood. Okay, so this is like the first action that is first completed and then some later action is implied in the sentence. So Ramaha sthitva pustakam patati. What is the difference between Ramaha tishtan pustakam patati and Ramaha sthitva pustakam patati? While standing, he reads the book is the intent to say when we say Tishtan. After standing up, he reads the book, maybe the intention when we say Sthitva. So there is no intention to say he stays standing up, but though obviously after he stands up, naturally he stays standing up. But the intent is to say first he stands up, then he reads. Here, there is no knowledge of when he stood up. The only thing we are saying, as he is standing, he reads the book. So Tishtan Pustakam Patati, Sthitva Pustakam Patati, subtle difference. You saw, notice the difference, right? So the Tishta action continues to exist during Pat action. Okay. All right. Asthaya. When do we switch from this Tvanta to Lyabanta, this I ending? This one happens when there is an Upasarga attached to the Dhatu. The Stha Dhatu has the A Upasarga attached to it. Okay. So, like I said, the meaning changes somewhat, and I also am not very expert in understanding what kind of transformations happen for those words that I am not already using in my life. So not always, but prasthaya is explained by them. Prasthaya is having started, like that. So though sta means stand up, prasthana means to start getting moving. Okay, slightly different. It changes the meaning slightly differently. Similarly, I'm sure asthaya also maybe, enhancing the standing up action or some way, but yeah. But in both cases, because upasargas are there, lyabantas are used. Aya endings are there. Okay. In the lyap anta, l and p are elided. They are technical letters added for helping to do the transformation grammar. Then lya, ya is what remains out of that. Okay. Similarly, for tvanta, there are some technical terms again used around the twa, and finally only twa remains. So then next is tumun pratyaya, we call it. Some popular kridantas they have given. In addition to one or two lakaras, they have given some popular kridantas. Sthatum. So this is in order to stand. Sthatum. Okay. In order to stand. So Rama sthatum griham gachati. Rama has gone to his house to stay there. See, when we say statum griham gatavan or something, we don't mean to stand in the house. We mean in the sense of his to stay in the house, right? Sometimes we stretch the meaning of to stand to mean to stay also. That is sandarbhanusara. Sandarbha. So you have to look at the sentence sandarbha and understand that it doesn't mean he stands up in his house. It means he stays in his house like that. Okay. So with one dhatu, I wanted to explain that. So now what I will do, let me ask some of you to volunteer to read for us the balance. Anjana Prabhu, Lakshmi
Mahoday?
Bhagini, Prichatu.
Just like you have 10 lakaras, how many Kridant forms do you have?
Oh, very good question. Madam, it is a mind-dizzying 100 plus forms.
Oh my God.
I also the same reaction I had. Now,
How many do people generally know, Mahoday?
I know very few. That's all I know. But many, of course, amongst my teachers and all, many times I see them use complex kridantas. Okay, it's but they are all quite natural in the sense the brain seems to be able to analyze what's happening and take the meaning from sandarbha. And using the sandarbha, once you develop the knowledge, another usage you recollect. Oh, it was meant this way, and like that we learn, right? But I also know not but more than 10, 12. Out of already the important ones, Sanskrit Bharati has given Tavyat, Aniyar, Kta, Ktavatu, then Shatru, Shanach is there for Atmanepadi, then Ktvanta, Lyabanta for Upasarga Yukta, Upasarga Rahita versions, and Tumun. So they have already given a good lot of critical ones here. So let us just worry learning these now. Okay, they are good enough for
Okay.
us.
Thank you, Mahoday.
Good question. So I had asked Anjana ji. Yeah, thank you for unmuting. So go through the kshal dhatu for us, madam. Anjana, I think. Oh, microphone.
Excuse me, sir.
I could hear you. I could hear you. Unmute yourself again.
Sir, this is Astaya. Astaya, how to make sentence, sir? Having
I am thinking it just has the same meaning as titva. So you can use in a similar
Hello?
sense. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Anjana, I can hear you now. Read the kshal dhatu. Anjana ji. Oh, okay. Some problem, madam. Some microphone related issue, some sound related issue. I'm sorry. Maybe next time it will be sorted. So I have a Jyoti. Jyoti. Jyoti Bhagini. Unmute करो तो. हाँ. क्षाल धातोः रूपाणि पठ्यताम्.
अस्तु महोदय. क्षालयति, क्षाल्यते.
Can you try and tell a quick meaning? If you can try, that will be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, kshal means ತೊಳೆಯುವುದು. Kannada book I have.
No problem. You say in Kannada. It's okay.
Okay. Kshal ತೊಳೆಯುವುದು. Then I can make a sentence. Kshalayati, like that. All those.
So just for example, you say kshalayati washes or ತೊಳೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ, something like that, and continue like that.
Okay. Kshalayati cleans. Kshalyate. Example, it's easy for me to use in sentence. Kshalayati means mahila kshalayati. Kshalyate. Mahilayaah kshalyate.
Mahilayaah no. Mahilaya.
Sorry.
Okay. Mahilayaah means of the mahila. Mahilaya is by the mahila. Okay.
Yes. Kshamyatam.
No.
Mahilaya kshalyate. Kshalayishyati. Mahila kshalayishyati.
Mahila shwaha. Add shwaha for future tense. Shwaha kshalayishyati. Next.
Mahila shwaha kshalayishyati. Kshalayitavyam. Mahilaya kshalayitavyam.
महिलया वस्त्राणि क्षालयितव्यम्. अत्र यथा अस्माकं महिला अत्र नद्यां वस्त्राणां क्षालनं कुर्वती अस्ति. तो महिलया वस्त्राणि क्षालयितव्यम्. Somebody is telling her. Okay. Or kshalaniyam. Both are okay. Continue.
Mahilaya vastrani ksalitah. No.
Ksalitani will come. Ksalitam, ksalitani, something like that will come. Okay. So vastram you use. Mahilaya vastram ksalitam, like that. Okay.
Mahilaya vastram
Ksalitam. Because vastram is napumsaka, you have to go ksalitam. Suppose you use shatika. Mahilaya shatika kshalita. Like that. Mahilaya yutakam ksalitam. Suppose there is some, is there some pullinga vastra? I can't recall immediately, but if something, let's say she cleans the tree. So Mahilaya Vrikshah Kshalitaha, something like that. Okay. Continue.
क्षालितः न न
Karaha maybe. Correct.
ओके क्षालितवान् क्षालितवान् ಅಗಸನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಅದು
ಇದು past tense. ಅಗಸನಿಗೆ ಕ್ಷಾಲಕಃ only can be used.
ಏನು ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು
ನನಗೂ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಷಾಲಕ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಪದ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಷಾಲಕಃ ಕ್ಷಾಲಿತವಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್.
ವಸ್ತ್ರಾಣಿ ಕ್ಷಾಲಿತವಾನ್, ಕ್ಷಾಲಿಕಾ ವಸ್ತ್ರಾಣಿ ಕ್ಷಾಲಿತವತಿ.
Let us accept the form. I'm not sure. Rajakah. Thanks. Rajakah. Rajakah Kshalitavaన్. I don't know the three form of Rajaka, but you can say Mata Kshalitavati, no problem.
Rajaka, I think.
Rajaka.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay. Sometimes Ikara will come, Rajika, something like that. So I'm not too sure.
Okay. Kshalayan. Rajakah vastrani kshalayan.
No. You cannot make a sentence like that. See, that's why I'm asking you guys to try now and then. See, Kshalayan is not a terminal verb. Okay. Because it is a present continuous verb, something else has to terminate the sentence. ನಾನು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಒಗೆಯುವವನು ಒಗೆಯುತ್ತಾ and then you ended the sentence. Okay. ಒಗೆಯುವವನು ಒಗೆಯುತ್ತಾ, you cannot end it. So ಒಗೆಯುವವನು ಒಗೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಹೋದನು, like that something. So you have to say Rajakah Kshalayan Agachat, something like that. I don't know how he can go while he washes, but I'm just saying.
Kshalayan gayati.
Beautiful. See, that is more romantic. So Rajakah Kshalayan Gayati, very nice. Similarly,
What would it be in English?
Gayati.
What was the question?
What would it be in English? Rajakah Shalayan Gayati means
as he is washing, he sings.
And can you not just use simple verbs like asti and finish it? No.
Shalayan asti is also perfect, but then you are not adding any further usefulness to the second verb, because you are just saying you are forcing Shalayati to Shalayan asti as a current continuous mode only.
Yeah.
Applying some other action.
Watching.
That is the most basic way. Yes, very good actually. That is the most basic way you can conclude the sentence. But if you want to add a second activity, then you can go for it. Like she said, Gayati. Much better suited than my stupid Gachati. Yeah.
Okay. Rajaka Kshalayanti Gayati. RajakaKshalayitva Naditah Graham Gachati.
Wow. Very nice. See, this sentence was like Rajakah Kshalaitva Kim uktavati? Naditah griham gachati. So from the river he goes back home. Some sense comes like that. So first having washed, then from the river he goes home. Very nice. Similarly, prakshalya, because pra is used to enhance the kshalana karya. So you can say vastram prakshalya nirgachati, something like that.
Nadim gachati.
How do you use kshalayutum?
Kshalayutum nadim gachati.
Very good. So this action is preceding that shalayita. So Rajakah grihat vastram kshalayutum nadim gachati, like that. Very good. Thank you. So that much practice I wanted to do, because yesterday class one of the Mahila asked, you skipped this, so I just wanted to make sure we learn once more. But you guys, this is now for you guys to practice. Okay, just like now I made Jyoti madam do these exercises. You guys have to try yourself and learn this. Okay. So let me move forward, and I'll stay here just to appreciate the basic meanings. So lik is to write. Okay. Nrit is to dance. Again, it's also a kind of a I cannot say it's akarmaka. I'm not sure. So something nrityati can be said. Because Bhagavad Gita, actually you can say Bharatanatyam nrityati, like that. So I cannot say it is akarmaka. So then pach, that is definitely sakarmaka, because you have to cook something. Okay, so pachati. Then vand. This one is an atmanepadi dhatu. Okay, so others were all parasmai. So this one is an atmanepadi dhatu. Okay, so this is COVID era. So I have an appropriate picture of what is happening in the kitchen nowadays. Okay, vand to salute. Vandate. Okay, instead of vandati, it is vandate. Okay, so Ramaha vandate. Then Ramena vandyate. Ramaha shvaha vandishyate. Okay, Ramena vanditavyam. Actually, अस्माभिः वन्दितव्यं रामः, परन्तु स्यात् रामेण अपि वन्दितव्यं देवाः. Okay, vandaniyam अथवा vandaniyam इति प्रयोगः. So if it is then it is kta past tense. Vanditah, vandita, vanditam is that form. But in this case, it is karmani. Ramena devaha vanditaha. Ramena devi vandita. Ramena mitram vanditam. Suppose he offered namaskaras to his friend, then mitram vanditam, like that. Okay. Then vanditavan vanditavati. If it is Rama, vanditavan. If it is Sita, vanditavati. I keep using Rama and Sita as our nice prototypes. Then vandamanaha, star. What is the star? Yeah. See, vandate is atmanepadi, hence the form vandamanaha. So shanach prayoga appears in the place of shatru pratyaya. That is the difference that is happening. Okay. Then vanditva abhivandya. Okay, again tvanta and lyabanta. Okay, and vanditum in order to. So not too much difference there. So if you see, no, the atmanepadi dhatus, some kridantas are affected by atmanepadi form because you cannot use shatru, you have to use shanach, you have to remember that. So vandamanaha instead of vandan or something like vandyan, vandan, that form is not allowed for atmanepadi. Vandamanaha, vandamana, vandamanam, something like that. 3 variants are there. But other things are pretty much now like nartitavyam, vanditavyam. There is not too much difference. The atmane sense is little bit disappearing when we go to many other kridantas. Okay, so there are some advantages of kridantas. Okay, let's move to the new lesson. Okay, Kavya Katha, continuing our Raghuvamsha Katha. Any questions at this point?
Sir, actually, and
One second. Let the ladies say, and then I will ask you, sir. Please go ahead, madam.
What is Shatru Pratyaya? I hear this word many times.
Oh, no, it is not enemy. Just let me go.
No, I know that.
It sounds like enemy. For us right now, it is looking like enemy because of its difficulty. See here, Nrityan, Nrityanti. So that current continuous mode, na, where we say, what is your mother tongue, madam?
My mother tongue is Tamil, actually.
Tamil. Chollam. So அப்போ வந்து ராதிகா வந்து நர்த்தனம் பண்ணியுண்டு போனாள். I mean, as dancing she went. My Tamil is very poor. Please excuse me. So it is like saying dancing, while dancing she went. So
okay, two action at a time.
Current action. அந்த action பண்றா, next action next அதுக்கு பண்ணிட்டு போறான். Double action, triple action சொல்றதுக்கு இந்த சத்ரு பிரத்யயா வேணும்.
Okay, I study after taking bath.
After taking bath is kritva, tvanta. Okay, because that is complete. Bath is finished. So aham deham kshalayitva patami, something like that you can say. But if you are reading the book as you are taking bath, which is very strange, but let us say in the modern era people do everything. So aham
சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டு பேசுகிறாள். சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டு பேசுகிறாள்.
சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டு உட்டுக்கொண்டு. Very very correct, thanks. சாப்பிட்டு கொண்டு பேசிராம், right? So that's the kondu form is that nrityanti, and linga beda. If it is a lady, it's nrityanti. If it is a gent doing that, it's the nrityan. Okay, I think you got the sense. So
yeah,
I will not attempt more Tamil. Thanks for someone jumping in to help me out there. Okay, so the gentleman had a question.
Sir, actually, in chapter 11 also, they've given another 5 forms of all the so many words.
Correct. In fact, today one kind lady tried some forms of ling, and I have responded to her. I was looking up. I found in chapter 11 already many of the dhatu she is looking for. They are
80
more.
dhatus have given.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they have given some they have given 5 lakaras and both atmane and parasmay when it is ubhayapadi. Yeah, very nicely they have done. I think it is nice to browse through chapter 11 once. Don't try to memorize. See, whenever you make an effort to memorize, the memorization doesn't happen. Just go through it, appreciate it. Try to loudly read it as if it is a mantra. Sometimes it stays, it sticks. Or use it like a reference now and then. That's also a good reason why 11th chapter is there. Yeah.
So we need not learn all the dhatus by heart. We need not.
Madam,
Yeah,
actually, if we have to manage that, we have to come back for a new janma. See, we have to be also born in a Gurukula. That's what I pray that, I mean, if I were to be born again, I would like to go back to the Panini era or Kalidasa era or something and leave it. I think it was more exotic and exciting era, more knowledgeable era, which focused on life.
Still people are learning. Even I'm studying it, but it's very difficult for me to finish. I'm
Madam.
studying it. I'm
Uh-huh.
doing online course, but I'm in a beginning stage only.
Actually, there are some. For example, there is a memorization class for some of these things.
Even in
I am not
Karnataka
very
only.
excited. I'm not very excited by pure memorization because for me that carries less meaning than knowing some 50 dhatus quite well. That's for me is more critical.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
But memorization is best for children actually.
Yes. That's why I said we should be born again. Yeah, I instead of filling us with all the crap that we learned, it will be nice to have some good language skills. Anyway, okay, so let's start with Raghuvamsha now. Oh, I think the gentleman never got the chance to ask his question. Okay, I think he did ask. Okay, so we move on. So Raghuvamsha Anuvartanam. Kavyakatha Raghudevendrayoho Yuddham. So let us see who can help us walk through this lesson. We have so many students. Let me pick someone whom I normally don't notice at all. Priya Srinivasan. So beautifully they have compiled their names in Sanskritam. I am asking them. Priya Srinivasan, can you unmute yourself?
Mahoday, am I being heard?
Excellent. You can read for us the first paragraph slowly, sentence by sentence. Yeah. Start off with here and then read. Yeah.
Kavya Katha. Raghudevendrayoho Yuddham.
Very nice. Yeah.
Balakaha Raghuhu Dine Dine Pravriddaha.
If you are able to do, it will be nice if you can try to give the meaning to us.
Balakaha Raghuhu. Visheshnam Visheshya. Day by day, the boy Raghu, day by day, Pravriddaha. He was growing.
Very good. He grew. Pravriddaha. Because past tense is there in the Okay.
Okay. Pravriddaha.
So, very nice. Okay. So this is correct. Visheshana Visheshya. Balakaha Raghu. And the Saptami duplication is there to mean day by day is conveyed in our languages, duplicating dina, like that. So dine in Sanskritam. Okay. Very nice. Continue, madam.
Where is the past tense here, Mahoday?
Kta prayoga pravriddaha. Okay.
That's the prayoga.
It's definitely not a lakara, no? It's very obvious to you, right?
But it would be pra with the taha, right? But there is no ta here.
See, if it was vardhati or vardhishyati or something, then it is a lakara, right? So avardhat, if it was avardhat, then it is lakara. So instead of that, it's pravruddha form is there. It's a namapada form. So kta, it is one of those kta which is used in kartari sense. Okay. Now I will have to. Some crosstalk is coming. Just hold on a minute. Who else is unmuted? Everybody else is muted. Continue, madam. Second sentence.
Saha yogyam shikshanam api praptavan. Saha yogyam shikshanam. So good or appropriate teaching or
education. Yeah.
api also praptavan, he got.
Very good.
But
So
appropriate teaching also.
proper education also he got. Butler English is easy. Okay, continue.
Tasya vivaha api sampannaha. His wedding also was done.
Happened.
Happened.
Happened properly is how sampanna, but it's okay. Happened, or you can also use the word you use. No problem. Continue.
Dilipah Rajyabharam lagum kartum apekshitavan. Kartum is a tuman pratyaya.
Very good.
Tavan is a tva pratyaya. Sorry.
Tavatu
pratyaya. So Dilipah Rajabharam lagum kartum. So he desired to make his running Rajyabharam. So the running of the kingdom, he wanted it to decrease it or
correct
lessen it.
Apeksha is the he wanted to. Apekshitavan.
Expected.
So
wanted
the butler would be Dilip. The weight of his rulership, of his kingdom, the weight of his kingdom, reduction in order to do, he desired. Butler English. Okay, very easy to go butler. As if it is in Indian language, you do the English. Then we can reorder the English properly. That's secondary. Okay, continue, madam.
Atah saha Raghukumarasya pattabhishekam krutavan. Therefore, he just
do the butler of the Raghukumarasya.
Of the Prince Raghu or
Excellent.
The young boy Raghu, Pattabhishekam, he gave him the coronation.
Coronation as an object. Okay, coronation as an object.
He did the Kritavan. He did.
Who did?
Saha here refers to Dilipaha.
Very good. Saha refers to Dilipaha. That is what is the context, Sandarbha we have to pick up. We cannot confuse it with Raghu who came earlier. So because the previous sentence had Dilipa reference, so Saha will obviously continue to refer to Dilipa's action. So Saha Kritavan, Saha Kim Kritavan, Pattabhishekam Kritavan, Kasya Pattabhishekam, Raghukumarasya Pattabhishekam, Kada Kritavan, Ataha Kimartam Kritavan. अतः इत्यत्र तस्य राज्यभारं लघु कर्तुम् अपेक्षितवान् अतः कृतवान् इति सम्पूर्णम् उत्तरम् आगच्छति तत्र अस्तु अग्रे पठतु
ततः 100 अश्वमेधयागान् कर्तुं सङ्कल्पितवान् ततः from there 100 अश्वमेधयागान् to that is द्वितीया विभक्ति तृतीया like in Raman अश्वमेधयागान् so
you never say tritiya you say bahuvachana
Point 3. Kartum, again a tumun pratyaya, kartum sankalpitavan. He decided to do 100 Ashwamedha yagas.
Very good. Ashwamedha yagas. So sankalpa is like, taking an oath type of thing. Okay. In that deep sense. So he took the oath or he took the pratigna to do 100 Ashwamedha yagas. Okay. Very nicely you're reading. Thank you. Continue.
Shatena Ashwamedhaihi Devendra Padavi Labhyate. By Shatena is for Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. By doing 100 Ashwamedhaihi again is in Tritiya Vibhakti.
Very good. They are actually Visheshana Visheshya.
Visheshana Visheshya. So by doing 100.
Sir? Could you please explain what is the meaning of yaga or Ashwamedha yaga?
Madam, I am not qualified.
Okay.
Actually, but I know by story reading, this is what happens. Let me give a very brief summary. Let's not worry too much to spend too much time there. The king who wants to become a Chakravarti, who wants to become the ruler of a larger area and establish his dharmic rule, he does a particular kind of puja and sends a white horse of a very great capability, free. He sets it free and makes it run. And the horse, due to the sankalpa, due to his sankalpa, will run in a particular direction. So it will obviously go to the neighbor country. Neighbor countries. So his sainikas will follow the horse. And wherever the horse goes, that area, that new kingdom, has to either accept accept the Samanta, become the co-kingdoms of the Chakravarti, or fight with the Sainikas in an honorable dharmic way and win back and send them back, or lose and hand over control. One of the ways, either way, either by accepting or by warring, they will become Samantas, and the horse continues like that. So Dilipa is so strong that he sends out 100 horses in 100 directions so that he can expand his country in such a big way. That is the connotation here. Okay. Now, many people due to culture, okay, just let me explain the other point. Due to culture, because Medha means to kill. Okay. There is, so let me state one thing. It is not as if in very ancient yagnas and yagas, there was no sacrifice. There was sacrifice being given. Okay. There was a period when there was animal sacrifice happening, etc. So there is even a story that I have seen. I don't know by any process or by reading Vedas or anything. I don't know. But a story I have heard is that in the end, the horse used to be sacrificed. Okay. That may be the reason why it is called Medha also. Okay. Or maybe the Medha used to happen by the warring clan doing the Medha, so that inviting the war, something like that. Maybe merely stopping the horse was enough. There was no need to kill the horse to invite the war. It was enough to stop the horse to invite a conflict. Yeah. And if you just let the horse go through, you are accepting the Samanta. That means you are saying, oh, I have no problem recognizing the greatness of this neighbor king. He is a deserving Chakravarti, and I will be friends with him, and I won't fight him. So accepting that I won't fight him and I will cooperate and live together. That kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. Somebody who has better expertise, if they want to add a sentence or two, I would invite now.
No, he has done, I think, 100 times this Ashwamedha Yaga.
You can take it as 100 times, you can take it as 100 directions. Yeah.
Those times, no, it was believed that a person who does 100 yaga will become Devendra.
That will come in the story next.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you very much.
That's 100 times they have to do Ashwamedha Yaga.
Yes. Okay. So Bhagini, Priya Bhagini, I think, was reading for us. Please continue. Yeah.
Shatena Ashwamedaihi Devendra Padavi Labhyate. By doing Shatena, because Shata is already in plural, I think it is coming in singular. Shatena.
Very good observation. Okay. So Shatam, Shatena, like that, though it is a qualifier to a plural, Ashwamedaihi, it is considered as a collective singular. Okay. Shatena Ashwamedaihi. Very important observation. Don't make it Shataihi Ashwamedaihi. Remember that. Okay. Yeah, continue.
But I think even otherwise you have to use it only in singular, I believe. Right?
That's what. Collective noun. Yeah.
I think after Tritiya there is only one Bahuvachanam, Nitya Bahuvachanam. Devendra Padavi Labhyate. So Devendra Padavi is in Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam because Labhyate is Karmani Prayoga, and it is okay. So it is by Dilipa. No. By the person who does.
Actually, it's the Karana here. The instrument is the true instrument is Ashwamedaihi, but you are explaining very well. Dilipena labhyate. Dilipena Devendra Padavi labhyate is Dilipa is the Kartru, but he is also in Tritiya. But his Tritiya is because he is a Kartru Tritiya, whereas Shatena Ashwamedaihi is not a Kartru Tritiya. It's a genuine instrument case. With the use of 100 Ashwamedha Yagas, Dilipa Devendra Padavi, Dilipena Devendra Padavi Labhyate is the implicit. Okay?
So, Dilipena Ashwamedha Yagaya. Ashwamedha Yaga Ramaya.
Correct.
Fourth Vibhakti. So, Dilipena Ashwamedha Yagaya Yagashchaha Preshitaha. Yagashvaha Preshitaha.
Here I think there is a spelling mistake. Yagashvaha maybe. Okay? Because Ashvaha is singular and Preshitaha is plural. So Yagashvaha Preshitaha it should be. Okay?
Okay. So Dilipena Ashwamedha Yaga, for the purpose of Ashwamedha Yaga, by Dilipena Yaga Shvaha Preshitaha. So horses were sent.
Yeah, horses, the special horses, Yaga Shvaha, which are meant for Ashwamedha Yaga, they were sent. Yeah.
Ashwana Rakshanaya Raguhu Gataha. Akshanam, Ashwanam. So this is 6th Vibhakti.
Beautiful.
Bahuvachanam. 6.3. So for Rakshanaya, for the protection of the Ashwas, Raghu was sent. Gataha.
Raghu went.
Raghu went.
Swayam saha gataha.
Oh, it is not a past tense. Raghu.
See, Dilipa did the yaga, but his Raghu is now the new Yuva Raja, na? So he is the one who is now carrying out the actual Sena, leading the Sena for the wars, potential wars. Yeah.
Ekonashatam. Eka-una-shatam.
Very good.
Shatam yagaha nirvignaha jataha. Eka-una-shatam yagaha nirvignaha jataha. All are in Yagaha Nirvignaha Jataha are all in the same
except the Ekona Shatam, which seems to have singular again, like collective noun.
It's a collective noun. So Yagaha Nirvignaha Jataha. So all the 99 yagas went without any obstacle.
Beautiful.
Antimasya yagasya ashvaha preshitaha. Last yagaha ashvaha preshitaha. The horse was sent. Preshitaha.
Yagasya ashvaha. That means yaga ashvaha. We saw earlier yaga ashvaha, no? As a collective here, yaga ashvaha. So that is like a samasta pada, and here it is split actually, yagasya ashvaha, like that.
Is the yagasya ashvaha and preshitaha because preshitaha has to agree with the padam.
Preshitaha. So again, Dilipena preshitaha, you can assume Dilipena. Okay. The kta prayoga, you can assume Dilipa is the kartru. Okay. And why it is in Pullinga? Because Ashva was the one that was sent. So Ashva Dilipena preshitaha. Astu. Continue reading.
Karmani prayoga?
It is not, it's actually the kta prayoga is always karmani, except the exception cases that somebody sent the 3 exception rules. Huh? Yeah. Kta prayoga, kta kridanta is always karmani, except for a few cases.
There are quite a few examples in this, in the last 3-4 lines itself. I
can always see the kartru in Tritiya there.
Raghuhu gataha Nirvignaha Jataha Ashvaha.
Gam Dhatu is an exception, you're right. So she explained in the 3 rules that Gamana, Agamana, etc. they can come under the exception cases. So there is no Dilipa to be imagined. Dilipena Gataha, no. Dilipena Raghuhu na Gataha. So Raghuhu eva Sakshat Gataha ta Kartuhu Karta Raghuhu eva Tatra Bhavata Yaduktam Tat Samyak eva Atra tu exception case asti. Parantu Preshitaha ityatra we can assume Dilipena and avoid the exception case.
And the previous one,
Ashwa is Preshita by someone else. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Nirvignaha Jataha Ekona Shatam Yagaha Nirvignaha Jataha.
Yagaha Jataha. Correct. Yagaha looks like the Kartru there because that itself is doing the Jata.
Okay. Maybe it is one of those Akarmaka or something.
Yeah. No, it's not Akarmaka. The Jataha happened. Something can be attached to that generally. But anyway, let's continue. Again, let's say at this level, we are still struggling with appreciating everything. We know there are some voids, but it's okay. At least we know there are voids. So that's good enough to appreciate that we are understanding there are voids there that we need to understand. Continue, Madam Priya Bhagini.
Dhanurdaraha Rakshakaha Asan. Were there. So Dhanurdaraha is the one who wields who holds or who wields the bow. So archers for protection were there.
I know they are protectors. Rakshakaha is actually a title to them, right?
Okay.
So Rakshaka Bhatha, Rakshakaha, like that. So Dhanurdaraha Rakshakaha. Dhanurdaraha is an adjective to Rakshakaha. So Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. Rakshakaha asan. Kidrishaha Rakshakaha. Dhanurdaraha Rakshakaha. Ye haste dhanum dharitavantaha. Tadrishaha रक्षकाः आसन् तो रघुणा सह आसन् इति अर्थे अस्तु अग्रे पठतु
परन्तु देवेन्द्रः तत्र आगतः but देवेन्द्रः came there सः गुप्तशरीरं धृतवान् he had a body of he was invisible he
correct
became invisible
he came in a invisible body something like that if I can translate literally yeah continue
ashvam apahritavaan hridatu so he kidnapped the ashvam
he stole the ashvam kidnap okay very imaginative you are continue
रघुराजस्य सैन्यम् आश्चर्यचकितम् अभवत् Raghuraja's army became awestruck, surprised
enough surprised very nice continue
Kim kartavyam iti na jnatam what to do they did not know
very nice thank you very much Bhagini you read very well I wouldn't be so complete in knowledge at the you're doing well so I saw Riddhi Bhagini after a while so Riddhi Bhagini are you ready to help us read the next paragraph Riddhi Zaveri
I can try.
Yeah, I can hear you. Slowly read through this. Okay. Yeah. If you can't help with the meaning, I will help out. Not a problem.
Okay, sure. तदा तत्र वसिष्ठस्य नन्दिनी धेनुः आगतवती.
So tada at that time tatra over there Vasishtasya of Vasishta Nandini Denuhu the cow by the name Nandini Agatavati she came. Okay, continue.
सा अनुग्रहं कृतवती.
Sa that is Nandini basically she okay anugraham ashirvadam anugraha is like having some kind of a goodwill so she offered her goodwill Kritavati she offered her goodwill obviously to Raghu okay continue
तेन पूर्वदिशायां इन्द्रः दृष्टः.
Tena because of that anugraha this Tena is referring to the anugraha of Nandini. So Tena by the anugraha of Nandini Purva Dishayam in the eastern direction Shamita Paschima is west. So Purva in the eastern direction Indraha Drishtaha Indra was seen. Yeah.
रघुः इन्द्रम् उद्दिश्य अवदत् देवेन्द्र त्वं देवेषु प्रथमः.
Very good. So Raghu Indram Uddishya Avadat Raghu as a subject, Indram Uddishya, Indram as an object, and addressing him, Uddishya, Lyabanta. See, Uddishya after addressing him, Avadat he told. What did he say? Hey Devendra. Hey is not there, but just Devendra. This is called Sambodhana Pratama, Devendra. Tvam, see the Akara end there. Okay. No Devendraha or something. Just Devendra like that. Okay. Tvam deveshu pratamaha. You amongst the king, amongst the devas. Okay, you are the first one. Like that. Saptami bahuvachana deveshu amongst or in the midst of like that. Continue, madam.
अश्वस्य अपहरणं हीनं कार्यम्.
Of the horse, Ashwasya, of the horse.
One observation in the previous sentence. Tvam deveshu pratamah. Normally, the tvam is used only in to someone very young or in a very demeaning manner. No.
No.
Is it because
this is happened because in our local tongues we use that way. Sanskritam does not have anything that is demeaning by using Madhyama Purusha. Okay.
Actually, in Mahabharata, there is this thing about Arjuna making a promise that anyone who questions his valor, he will kill them or something like that. And I think Yudhishthir says something which was questioning his valor. As a result of which, I think the solution given to Arjuna to kill Yudhishthir was to tell him Tvam, Tvam, Tvam 3 times, which is like actually killing him. So that Tvam as a addressing way is something which is
I want to know,
not
did you
used.
read the Samskrita Mula and saw this in the Samskrita Mula, or this is some katha, Purana katha in Hindi that you may have read?
Probably some, I have to check.
See, sir, what
Maybe
has happened, there is a lot of freedom in our culture for interpretation. Okay. So what happens is people spin some additional spin-offs. Okay. So nothing wrong with that. So this kind of thing is what is problem. It causes a linguistic problem for us now. There is nothing hina meant by Tvam. Okay. By ascribing such low-level stories to some nice stories, we end up demeaning both the language and the character. Okay. So I would not put too much weight to this, and if it is there in the Samskrita Mula, we will take it and not take too much cognizance of it. But let me tell you, there is nothing hurtful to say Tvam. Okay.
Okay. Thank
you. Idam tvaya na kartavyam.
This by you should not be done. Okay, I didn't know whether we got the chance to translate the early one. Ashwasya apaharanam, of the horse the stealing, heenam karyam, inferior work, inferior effort. Idam tvaya na kartavyam, this thing, apaharanam basically. Idam is pointing to apaharanam. Tvaya, by you. See, again, tvam is used. Na kartavyam, not to be used like that. See, there won't, why will some, see, the entire Madhyama Purusha would disappear if that was the case, right? Madhyama Purusha is 1/3 of the Namapada, of the Kriya Padas. So, trying to take out 1/3 like that to mean its demeaning is not correct for us, okay? It's in some context, some Purana, somewhere they may have said it. I'm not saying no, and we just don't know. So, let us not worry too much about that. So,
Tava apakirtihi bhavati.
Tava, your. See, everything is in the Madhyama Purusha only there. Tvam, Tvaya, Tava. All forms are appearing for us, luckily. So, of you. So, Shashti. Tava apakirtihi bhavati. Your infamy will happen.
Ashvam tyaja iti.
Leave the horse. So he told. So because of Nandini, he got the drishti to find out where Indra is, and he challenges back Indra saying, look, why are you doing this inferior thing? Huh? You are such a great topper of the gods, etc. like that. Please leave it. Okay, then thank you very much, Riddhiji. So,
sir, one thing I want to supplement. Even our normal this thing day-to-day life, when we talk to God, imaginary also, we use the singular. Even then,
correct. God is very dear, and Tvam and all is very much used.
Also a Devata, Deva.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong in his addressing him a singular thing. It's not a demeaning.
Same in Kannada. See, we never say Neevu for Deva. We say Yenappa, Nini, Yen Madade, Neenu. So we always use Tvam only for Tvam is we use lovingly. That's all. Huh? Yeah. Thank you very much for that insight. But earlier, what that gentleman, I'm not able to recall the name. What he said is also true. There are stories where this it's not as if he's spinning anything. He has actually read text somewhere where this Tvam has been used. So I just want to search for that sequence, whether original Vyasakriti, though nobody knows what is original Vyasakriti, how much corruption has happened in Sanskritam itself to it is not known to us. But at least we can search there to see.
I've also heard Upanyasam that he has told like this. I've heard the same story I heard. It is taken from Moolam Patam or here story, I don't know. But I've heard the same episode.
See, this is all very colorful during Upanyasa, so they use because they are also a little bit trying to make it sensational. Sensationalization is very critical to hold the attention. So these are all tricks. Nothing wrong in them. Nothing. Leave it. Okay. So I need another volunteer. Raja Raman Mohodaya. Raja Raman.
Namaste.
Raja.
Namaste. Namaste.
Oh, Mohodaya. भवत्याः नामधेयम्? राजारामन् एव। वदतु महोदय। पठतु पठतु।
इन्द्रः रघुं दृष्ट्वा राजकुमार कीर्ति एव मुख्या अहम् एकः शतक्रतुः इति प्रसिद्धः।
Thank you. Just stand by. Wait, I'll just explain this much. Indraha Ragum Drishtva. Indra having seen Raghu. See, Tvanta Drishtva having seen Raghu. Rajakumara. So, Sambodhana Pratama. Hey Rajakumara. Hey Prince. Kirtihi eva mukhya. The fame itself is important. I mean, I cannot be defamed. Fame itself is important. It is strange to come from a god, but know that Indra is just a demigod. Okay. So, aham ekaha shatakratuhu iti prasiddha. I am famous as a shatakratu. What is a shatakratu? Shatakratu means one who has done 100 Ashwamedha yagas. Okay. So that's what another gentleman also pointed out, that there is this thing that Indra Padavi is obtained by being a shatakratu like that. Okay. Continue reading, sir.
Anyah shatakratu loke nasti.
Anyah shatakratuhu.
Anya means no other shatakratu in the world. Nobody is there.
There is no one else who is a shatakratu.
No one else who has done this.
Continue.
यदि त्वं जनकः
त्वं नहीं तव slowly
यदि तव जनकः शतं अश्वमेधान् करोति तर्हि सः तत्कृतुः भवति।
यदि
if tava means your tava is your janaka means raja, your king satam
not your king. Janaka is not raja. Janaka is pita.
Father. Sorry, janaka is father. Satam 100 ashwamedhan ashwamedha if he does 100 karoti means does tarhi then saha he will satkritu bhavati. He will become 100 times he has done. So
his title becomes shatakratu like that. Okay, very nice. Okay, last sentence.
Atah aham ashwam
Apahkritavan. Sorry, the scan is very not good. Apahkritavan.
Iti
akathayat.
Therefore, aham I ashwam horse apahkritavan. I kidnapped it or taken it away.
I stole it. Yes.
I stole it. Iti. Like that he said.
Very good. Very good. Well done, sir. You translated patiently for us. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I know it's not easy, especially my scan is a little poor. So thank you very much. Stand by. Was there a question in between? Okay. No. So I'll just quickly read through the balance story. So that we move forward a little bit. Raghu idam vachanam shrutva. Raghu having heard this vachanam, having heard this saying of Indra, yadi agrahaha shastram grihyatam. If you are having some kind of intention to continue stealing this horse, not to give it up. Agraha is some kind of a force which is holding you to keep this horse. Then Shastram grihyatam, hold some kind of an instrument so that you can fight with me. hold a shastra so that you can fight. So it's a challenge for him. So then, hold your sword and come and fight me. Iti avadat. So Raghu told. Raghu Devendrayoho bhikaram yuddham jatam. Of Raghu and Devendra, Dvitiya. Okay, Dvitiya, Dvivachana, Shamitam. So Raghu Devendrayoho, Shashti Dvivachana. Of Raghu and Devendra, bhikaram yuddham, deep war. It's Karmapada. Jatam happened. Raghu Banam Grihitavan. Raghu grabbed a arrow. Okay, or he took an arrow. You don't have to say grabbed here. Took an arrow. Kshiptavan cha, he launched it also. Kshiptavan generally means he dropped it, but here the sense here is he launched it. Okay, see the verbs take sandarbhik meaning. So he launched it. So Indrasya bhuje chinham jatam. On the shoulder, bhuje, upon the shoulder of Indra. Indrasya bhuje, of Indra upon the shoulder. Chinham jatam, injury. Chinha simply means a sign, but here contextually we make it as an injury. Okay. Obviously, why will a mark happen on his shoulder due to an arrow? Because he got injured. So injury happened is how we tatparya. We take the tatparya. And here I want to point out hakara with nakara inside. As written, hakara is the leading consonant and nakara is the trailing consonant. That is true. As written, technically that is correct. But here when reading such what you call baby, when in the Garbhakosha of hakara, when you see a baby akshara, no, we attack that first. Okay, chinham, like that we read. We don't read it as chihnam. We read it as chinham. So there are a few other places when hakara with a baby will come. So we will notice. Okay. Whereas, for example, apahritavan, we don't attack rakara first. We do the rikara first. We attack the hikara first. Hritavan, like that is out of Garbhakosha. Slightly different. So when we there is a technique in the font they use for that.
You can say Brahma.
Brahma. Yes, thank you very much. That's a brilliant example. So when the makara is inside the hakara, Brahma, we attack the makara first and then the hakara. Brahma is how it is spelled, but it is read as Brahma, like that. Okay. Very nice. So Indraha Kupitavan. Indra became angry. Vajrayudhena Raghum Taditavan, using his Vajrayudha. He was famous for his Vajrayudha, no? The instrument with the diamond tip. Raghum Taditavan. He hit Raghu with it. Raghu Bhumau Patitavan. Some echo is coming. Just let me mute. Sorry. So Raghu Bhumau Patitavan. Raghu fell on the floor. Okay. Kshaneva Uthitavancha. In a minute he got up to. No strikeout. Raghukumarasya Parakramena Indra Santushtavan. By the Parakrama of Raghu Kumara, by the valor of Raghu, Indra was pleased. Santushtavan. He was pleased. Okay. Indra something he told. So the sentence is Indra blah 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 iti kathayat. Indra told. Varam pricha ashvam tu nadadami. Ask me a boon, I won't give you the horse. Still he is holding on. Raghu iti pararthitavan. Raghu prayed like this. So Raghu now he realized I am not going to win this war. So I think so he made a compromise there. Very nice. Ashvam vina api yagaha purnam bhavatu. Yaga phalam cha bhavatu. Ashvam vina. So you can hold the horse but grant a boon so that Ashvam vina api, without the horse also, yagaha purnam bhavatu. May the yaga become complete. Yaga palam cha bhavatu. May the fruit of the yaga also be occurring. Like that. Iti prarthitavan. So he prayed. Indraha tatastu iti varam dattavan. So he said, hey, tata astu. So may like that, let it be. See, now we know how to build the break here. Tatha astu. Like that, let it be. So iti varam dattavan. These are all in lot. So iti varam dattavan. Santushtaha Raghu Rajadhanim Pratyagatavan. So the happy Raghu came back to the capital. Now this sketch is also by the same bloke with whom I was referring earlier, who was Vanavasa picture also I saw. So this is, I remember his name now, Devadatt Patnaik. He has tried to reinterpret our old stories and write it in his own way. He has the freedom, of course, to do that, but some of his don't believe that what he is saying is how the original story is. Because you guys are all learning Sanskritam, you can interpret it directly from the source. So this is a beautiful picture. I again picked it off the net. This is Indra sitting on the Airavata. Actually, it should have been white. But anyway, we'll take a black. Elephant is naturally black. So 5 snorkels it has, right? So that is Airavata. And he's sitting on that with all his Vajrayudhas and all that. Very nice picture, I thought. Beautiful one, done in the South Indian painting styles. Maybe even Rajasthanis paint like this. Yeah, it's a very Indian painting style. Yeah. Okay.
Mahoday?
Now, madam.
Grihyatam is ling lakara.
Kurutam. Grihyatam. I think it is in some kind of a request mode. So. Ling.
Because we this morning we studied, no, Shruyatam and all that.
One second. Vidiling. Right. Because ling is again, like somebody said, no, ling is not directly familiar to me. Vidiling, correct. Yeah, it's in Vidiling. Yeah.
And Jatam?
Happened. Okay.
No, what
that is, I think it's a kta prayoga. Kta kridanta. Jataha, jata, jatam. Okay.
Oh, like that.
Kta prayoga, not ktavatu, kta karmani kridanta. Bhutarte karmani kridanta kta prayoga jatam iti napumsakalinge. Chinnham jatam, like that. Astu. Agre saramaha. So we will try to collectively get the answers in here. Yes.
Mahoday, Jatam means was born or happened?
No. In this case, it is happened. Okay. See, it is not birthing. It is Jatam. It happened like that. Okay. Janma, and don't confuse Jata with see, Jata simply means happened. Sanjatam, Jatam, they are all simply means happened. Janma is implied in that. Okay.
Okay.
Ja is a common sense of birth, but Jatam is not anything to do with birth.
Okay. Dhanyavad.
Janmam Sanjatam, you can use that way. Birth happened like that. Okay. Dileepah kim kartum apekshitavan?
Dileepah Rajabaram Lagum Kartum Apeshitavan.
Oh, we got our, I mean, madam, you always get the first strike. You really have a good microphone and quick ability to answer. Dileepah Rajabaram Kartum Lagum Kartum Apekshitavan. Kartum na. Lagum Kartum Apekshitavan. Ragum Datum Apekshitavan. Lagum Kartum Ragum Datum Apekshitavan. Indraha Kasyaha Anugrahena Drishtaha. Another person.
Nandinyaha Anugrahena.
Indraha Nandinyaha Anugrahena Drishtaha. Nandinya Goho Anugrahena, but Nandinyaha is better to, easier one to say. Okay. Don't include the Go Shabda and struggle with its vibhaktis. Indram Uddishya Ragurajasya Vachanam Kim?
Indram
Apaharanam kena karyam tvaya na kartavyam tava apakirti bhavati ashvam tyaja.
Okay, good. Madam is ready with a very long answer. Very nice. So you can give one of the more popular quotes. Okay. So you don't have to say, hey, yuddham kuru atva shastram svikuru. That kind of vachana need not be quoted, but if you want, you can quote that also. But Indram Uddishya Ragurajasya vachanam evamasit tvam tu devendraha devanam deveshu pratamaha kimartam bhavan etat apakaryam karoti ashvam tyaja. Like that is better enough. Indraha kam varam dattavan?
यागफलम् अश्वं विना पूर्णः भवतु.
यागः पूर्णः भवतु, यागफलम् अपि भवतु.
So ashvam vina api yagah purnam yagapalam api bhavatu, yagah purnam api bhavatu, yagapalam api bhavatu iti varam dattavan, like that you have to end. Okay, you guys are ready, I think, for the exam. So I have some prototype, but nothing, no need to look at those. So we have 15 minutes. Let's go to Anvaya Krama. Okay. I'm just muting because I'm crosstalk coming now. Okay. So let's do the Anvaya. So here again they're teaching us successively they're teaching us a few points about how to go about doing the Anvaya, right? This time now, after teaching us through the past lessons, now they are actually attacking one verse itself and trying to teach some things with that. Okay. So earlier and all we saw they taught us how to see the avyayas, how to use the chakcha, how to use eva, and so on and so forth, right? So now we are reading actually some small example. So tvam vrajantam priyo bhrata lakshmano anujagamaha sneha vinaya sampannah Sumitranandavardhanah. I almost read it as Nakara. So Sumitra, that is Sumitranandavardhanah. That's what it is. Okay, this time. Oh, this is actually Valmiki Ramayana. Okay, sorry. I think this is Anvaya Krama here is more about Valmiki Ramayana versus reading. Okay, so tam vrajantam priyah brata lakshmanah anujagama ha. Okay, this is avyaya shabdah, indeed like that. Snehat vinaya sampannah sumitranandavardhanah. This is one big samasta pada there. Sumitranandavardhanah. That's how we to read. So we saw priyaha. There is a utva of a visarga. Lakshmano. Again a utva of a visarga. So lakshmanaha. Then a elision of the akara. Purva rupa sandhi. So anujagama is the word. Okay, jagama with anu as a prefix. Ha, indeed. Okay, and then snehat vinaya. So snehat vinaya, ta has elided into a dakara there. Snehat vinaya. Vinaya sampannaha is one word. Vinayena sampannaha, like that. So sumitrananda vardhanaha. So let's see the meaning now. Tam vrajantam priyah tam vrajantam. Why that's in karma position? So vrajantam. Oh, okay. Vrajantam is in the it's actually is in the shatru mode. Looks like. See, who was going to the forest, like that. Vrajantam. Okay. So I am also not too sure of how that construction is. So tam vrajantam ramam is the implicit there. Priyaha brata Lakshmanaha, his dear brother Lakshmana, Anujagamaha, indeed followed him. So Rama is the karmapada, the vrajantam ramam anujagama. So it's the karmapada for the following action. So okay, so he followed Rama, who was the object of the following. So snehat vinaya sampannaha sumitrananda vardhanaha. Now this entire second half is actually again all in Pratama Vibhakti. So immediately we recognize it's all associated with Lakshmana, who was the Kartru of the first sentence, right? So what kind of Lakshmana? Snehat Vinaya Sampannaha. Snehat can be separated. It need not be attached to Vinaya Sampannaha. So you can also say Snehat Anujagama, because of his dearness he followed Rama, like that. You can take it like that. Or you can also take it as because of his sneha or liking, he was also Vinaya Sampanna towards Rama. So Vinaya Sampannaha Lakshmanaha. You can take it both ways. Okay. But if you decide to say, hey, why did Kavi bring Snehat right next to Vinaya Sampanna? Let me associate that way. Nothing wrong. Though it is a weird construction. Because of friendship, why will somebody be Vinaya Sampanna? Maybe indeed. We are always kind to our friends. Maybe for that reason, like that. Okay. So he was a Snehita to his brother, unlike many modern day brothers who fight. So he had a Vinaya towards Rama. So he was filled with Vinaya towards Rama. So because of Sneha. So Sumitrananda Vardhanaha. Why he is Sumitrananda Vardhana? Because you know Sumitra is Lakshmana's mother. So he is being the great son of Sumitra. He is the increaser of her happiness. Ananda Vardhana is somebody who increases happiness. Kasya Ananda Vardhanaha saha Sumitrayaha. So Sumitrayaha Anandasya Vardhanaha yaha saha Lakshmanaha. Sumitrananda Vardhanaha iti Lakshmanasya Visheshanah. Evam. To स्नेहात् विनयसम्पन्नः सुमित्रानन्दवर्धनः रामस्य प्रियभ्राता लक्ष्मणः तं रामं व्रजन् रामम् in brackets, it's not really there in this sentence, व्रजन्तं रामम् अनुजगामः. He indeed followed him like that. Okay, let's see how they have done the Anvaya. Now we did in our own circuitous way. Let us see how they did, where they attached Sneha. Yes.
I still don't understand what is the meaning of Vrajantam?
Going.
Tam Ramam Vrajantam. So that means that
Vrajana,
Rama.
Vrajana may be having a deep meaning of, like, you
Is
know,
it leaving,
a forest,
leaving?
Dwelling in the forest. That sense may come from Vrajana. Okay. It's a deep construction. Okay. In a very simple way, you can take it as going to the forest, but in a deep sense, this may be something like, for example, Vanaprastha when people do. Right? So they are doing this Vrajana Karya. That they're living in the forest like that. So due to his Vanavasa Shapa, that Vivasaya Masa, to do the Vivasana, he is doing Vrajana Karya, going to the forest like that. Okay.
I have a few more doubts. Anuja Gama. Anuja means like younger brother. And
Anuja. No, you are breaking it incorrectly. It's not me, Anuj. It is Anu plus Jagama.
Oh.
Jagama, you know, is the lit form. He went Aparoksha Bhuta something. So Anujagama, he went behind like that, followed.
And her?
Her is like he indeed like that. It's an avyaya.
And lastly, sorry, Vinaya, I know humble. Sampanna means?
Filled with.
Thanks.
Sampanna is filled with Vinaya. Okay. Artha Sampannaha, moneyed fellow. Dhanikaha Artha Sampannaha. Sajjanaha Vinaya Sampannaha. See, a rich fellow is filled with money, but a good fellow is filled with Vinaya. Like that. Our own Subhashita.
Okay. Left over in the Anvaya.
That is not correct. They should put it right after Anujagamaha. Indeed, he went like that. It can be left because it doesn't really, indeed is not required, but I think there is a color to the ha, so I would translate as indeed. Yeah.
Maybe for the meter sake, they may have add sometimes ha also.
Yeah,
and
but the
Kavi
will add for the meter, but he will add a proper, he won't, for example, cha, he won't use. He uses her there to say indeed he followed like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can take the meaning, though the Kavi may have put it for the sake of prasa and all those things. We can take the meaning also without hurting the Anvaya. And point is correct. You cannot in the Anvaya, you are not allowed to drop off like that. Okay. You are allowed to include an extra word by putting in brackets because some implicit things you have to take in. But you are not allowed to drop out like that. So maybe it's an oversight. Let us leave it at that. Vinaya Sampannaha, Sumitrananda Vardhanaha, Priyaha, Brata, Lakshmanaha. So all these qualifiers have been attached to Lakshmana. So Kasya Brata, Ramasya Brata. So he was a brother. Priyaha because he is likable, and probably Ramasya Priyaha iti Priyaha. So Tadanantaram Snehat iti atra sthapitam asti. Lakshmana Snehat tam Vrajantam Anujagama. Due to the liking, his liking towards Rama, from the liking towards his Rama, he followed the forest going Rama. Okay, let's move forward. That became a lot of Rama, Lakshmana. This one, if you wonder why I pulled that sketch in, this is another art form that many do. So they start writing a sketch and don't lift the pencil, Lekhani. Without lifting the pencil, they have to complete the picture. Okay. And generally they don't try to go back along the same line if possible. Okay. And they complete the, so this is such a sketch. So Ekarekha Chitranam. Astu. Let us see what, so 5 minutes we have left, so maybe we can read this verse. Ramasya dayita bharya nityam prana samahita Sita-pyanugata Ramam Shashinam Rohini Yatha. Wow, see here simile here, beautiful. Huh? So let us see this meaning. Ramasya dayita bharya nityam pranasama hita. Okay. Sita api anugata Ramam Shashinam Rohini Yatha. Here there is a Upama Alankara, we call it, because Yatha is also there. It's a Purnopama with the simile Vachaka also present. So let us just follow the Anvaya of Sanskrit Bharati. It's fairly straightforward, even if we want to do it. So Ramasya, of Rama, Dayita. Okay, Dayita meaning, let's look up properly. Dayita Bharya, beloved wife. So it's a qualifier to Bharya in that sense. So Dayita Bharya, beloved wife. His only wife better be beloved. Okay, so beloved wife. So Daya, Dayita, something coming from that same Daya root. Nityam, Nityam Pranasama. So again they have paired it like that. Always equal to him like his own life. That means he considered her as part of his own life. Nityam Pranasama. Eternally bound to his own pranas, like that. Okay, that much is there. We'll forget the Uttara Ramayana portion and take that meaning. Okay. Hita, one who was a well-wisher for him. See Hita, who was also his well-wisher. Okay. So Hita is now a qualifier to Sita, saying she was a Ramasya Hitabilasha iti Hita. So it's a shortening of the entire description of Ramasya Hitabilasha. One who was with the Abhilasha of Hita for Rama. Sita api anugata. Anugata will come in the end because the Kriya Pada. See Anugata. Kam Anugata. Kam Anugata. Ramam Anugata. Like that followed. So let us see. Ramasya Dayita. Dayita Bharya. Bharya missing there. Okay. So Nityam Pranasama. Nityam Pranasama. Hita. Bharya Sita. They have taken the Bharya there. Okay. Api also, because Lakshmana followed, Api has been used to indicate Rasita also. Okay, Api is because of Lakshmana here. Okay, Api also. Shashinam Rohini Yata. See, Shashi and Rohini. Shashi is, moon. Rohini is the star. Okay, Rohini star. So in a particular month, the moon and the Rohini star, they kind of track a little bit. Okay, so over many days you see them side by side on a given at a particular muhurta. So that is considered as very romantic pairing, as if like a of a beloved wife with her husband, that kind of thing. Okay, so though of course Rohini Nakshatra is associated with Vasishta Nakshatra, something like that in some particular constellation. Oh no, that is Arundhati. Kshamyatam. Arundhati is considered as paired with Vasishta. So Rohini, she has a moon as her pair. Okay.
Actually,
so,
moon has got 27 wife. All the stars are moon's wife. Rohini is so dear to moon. That is why Daksha curses this thing, moon. Because he is impartial to his other daughters.
Lovely Puranic story. Lovely. So the 27 stars are the 27 important stars of the constellations and all that, I think. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. See, they converted what they observed in the sky into such lovely exotic stories. This we find both in Indian epics and in Greek epics also. Similar similes. Anyway, Shashinam Rohini Yatha. So the way Rohini follows moon, the Shashi, same way Sita followed Rama. That is the simile being brought about here. Tatha Ramam Anugata. But like Mahodaya just explained, unfortunately Rama did not have 26 other daughters of Daksha to entertain himself with. So she better go. Okay. So with this lovely note, I have a beautiful, I just love some artists' work. See this artwork. It's in applique type of work, beautiful. So here again, I liked it because it depicts the moon and effect of something very close to the moon giving chumbana like that. So it's a little somewhat like, you know, Rohini Shashi. So I thought it's a nice one. So I pulled it in here. And this whole thing is made into look like an eye. If you see, it's made to look like an eye with the sun as a star. So it may be more the sun that is there than the moon. Maybe it is moon and sun, because you see this arch. See this arch, this is the moon and this circle is the sun. So maybe it's moon and sun together. Somebody's beautiful visual. But anyway, I thought it's very appropriate. Maybe all these dots are the various stars. We see them here also. So with that, we note we exactly come to our deadline, dead drop time. So we complete the thing here. Next time we will go on with this Vibhaganamya and close out the story next week on Saturday and jump into lesson 5. So we are in good wicket there. Thank you very much and have a nice evening. And if any particular, continue the interaction on the WhatsApp group. We will see important questions. We can follow up there. Okay.
Thank you very much.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
నమస్తే. ధన్యవాదాలు.